So if you're watching this video, I have previously uploaded another video where I discussed all these summary notes which you can use as a revision if you're going through this lesson. So all the important things which are given in this particular lesson has been discussed in the previous video, so you can refer to that if you have any doubts. Right, so here I have discussed about this image as well. So I came back to this book. I'm not going to read all this. I hope that it's clear for all of you. If you have any problems, just leave a comment and we will get back to you. But in the meantime, let's answer these questions and see whether you can answer them now. Since we have discussed the entire lesson, let's see how far you can answer. First question: where does most of the energy that warms the earth's surface come from?
From the sun.
So the answer you can write here as the sun. It comes from the sun. What is meant by the greenhouse effect?
The warming effect on the Earth's surface caused by greenhouse gas absorbing energy emitted from the warm Earth's surface and emitting it back to the surface.
Okay, very long answer. Right, so let's okay, good. But I can feel like copied from the book itself. Right, anyway, you can write a shortened answer like this for question 2. So greenhouse effect means what? The warming of the earth's surface as a result of the trapping of energy from the sun by greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Now you can see in this one there are some important things. The word warming. Then where? Earth's surface. Result of trapping of energy from sun. And then greenhouse gases. See what a lot of things we are discussing here. Some big words are used, but this type of explanation is something that you are expected to write now. Okay? Right, let's move on to question 3. Explain how carbon dioxide in the air helps to cause the greenhouse effect. I'll give you 30 seconds to find the answer. Okay, so for to answer question 3, explain how carbon dioxide in the air helps to cause greenhouse effect. So carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. So what do greenhouse gases do? They absorb some of the energy emitted by where? Emitted by the earth. So you can see here in this diagram also, you can see it, right?
Yes.
Now some of the energy is transferred from the sun, it reaches the surface and most of it is absorbed. Some of them are reflected back into the space. Some emitted energy is transferred to the space, and some of the emitted energy is absorbed by carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases and can be transferred back to the earth's surface. So this is the part where you need to use to answer this question. So you can say, since it's asking only about carbon dioxide, you can mention about that and say that carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. What does it do? It absorbs some of the energy emitted by earth and transfers it back to the earth's surface, making it warmer. Okay? So you can write the answer like that. Okay, let's just read this fact. About 36,000 million tons of carbon dioxide are released into the air each year. China and the United States together release more than 40% of this. So you can see what are the two countries which are really producing who are like more responsible for the production of these type of greenhouse gases. China and United States. What does it add up to? 40% of this. So it's a very big amount. The largest source of carbon dioxide in industrialized countries is from burning fossil fuels to generate electricity and in vehicles. So you can see vehicles, of course, used in almost every country. But some of the wealthiest countries or well developed countries, just most of the European countries, now they have transferred to or they have already transferred by now, or in the process of transferring to electrical vehicles which are used which can be used using electricity rather than going for any type of fossil fuel, right, and burning of hydrocarbons and all that, to reduce this reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. But even though, if you consider the Asian countries, since most of the countries are still at the developing stage or they are not developed at all, so then they use these type of vehicles which will have like which are emitting so much of greenhouse gases and pollutants to the air. So one of the reasons can be poverty. So they don't have much because the vehicles which are using this electricity and all that, they are a bit expensive than the others, and also hydrogen fuel and all that. So then what these countries can't afford, they have to use what they already can afford and what is already available for them. So in that case, there are still countries, especially in Asia, Africa, which are contributing still to this global warming and greenhouse effects that are caused or that are affecting the entire world. Right, now look at this chart. Look at this chart here. You can see they have mentioned, this shows the Earth's surface temperature changes over time. So you can see difference in temperature from today. So here 0, here 2, these are minus. Now can you see how the temperatures at once have gone to a peak and again going down again, now above this level. This is present. This is the time thousands of years before the present. So this is 50,000 years ago, 100,000 years ago, 150,000 years ago, 200,000 years ago. Right, okay, look at graph B. What does 0 on the x-axis mean?
The present.
X-axis, what does 0 mean?
Now.
So they are referring to this 0 here. X-axis is this, no? This is x, this is y. So 0 in the x-axis means present time. Right, you can write it down, the present time. Then for B, I'll just write it down, so it's referring to present. Right, next one. How long ago was Earth's highest temperature according to this graph? Here you can see 100, here 150. So here is the highest peak ever recorded, highest temperature ever recorded. So this is 125, because it's in the middle, no? 125. So it's somewhere like 130, right?
130.
So not just 130, these are thousands. 130,000 years ago. Right, then question 2. Question number 5. Humans only started to change the environment a few thousand years ago. What is the most likely explanation for the shape of graph B? So let's say it was decreasing and then going like this, and now it's increasing. But you can see now 130 years ago we can't expect people were having factories and vehicles and all that, no?
Yes.
So what could have caused this spike? And what has happened to the temperature time to time? You can see it's going down, like it's very cold, again it's rising, again it's getting colder, again going down, again getting colder, again at once there's a spike. What do you think is the reason for this? Okay, so if there were no factories, if there were no power plants, if there were no vehicles used at that time, what could have happened? The temperature changes were caused by natural factors. So this is not man-made, this is by natural factors, such as the tilting of the Earth's axis. Tilting of the Earth's axis. Do you know what it is?
No.
No. Okay, so for those who don't know, do you think the Earth is, there's an axis now in the Earth?
Yes.
This is the y-axis now, we know this is y-axis, this is x-axis. So let's consider about the y-axis, we know the vertical one, right? Do you think the Earth is straight like this?
No.
The axis?
No.
No, it's not. The Earth actually it's like this. Let's say there is an axis, right? This is exactly 0. But our Earth is tilted a little bit. Tilted means if we take the Earth's axis is actually going from here. This is Earth's axis. So how much degrees it's tilted? 23 degrees tilted. Is that clear?
Yes.
So if you really see the let me use another color. If you really see, now we know Arctic is somewhere on top, right?
Yeah.
But actually Arctic is not here. Since the axis is here, where is Arctic? It's here. Antarctic is here. The equator is somewhere here. Is that clear?
Yes.
Right? So remember, we are not with the 0 degree axis. We are tilted, our Earth is tilted at 23 degrees. This is where our Earth's axis is going. So this is one of the reasons or natural factors which caused the temperature changes. And the amount, and another thing is the amount of energy transferred from the sun to Earth. So there are changes with these ones. So these are natural factors. Okay?
Yes.
Right. Can you copy it down?